In this video, I want to talk about the 3 things I wish I knew back when I was really skinny trying to build muscle for the first time. So let's get to it. The very first thing that I wish I knew was the difference between lean bulking and dirty bulking. So let me tell you a quick story, like for me to explain what I mean by this. So I was around 16 or 17 years old when I first started weight training. I didn't really know much about nutrition and I didn't really know much about strength training, but all I did was I was told by my strength training coach in high school that I should just eat as much food as possible and just basically just eat everything I see and just work out and train a lot. So that is what I did. I took that advice. I started eating a lot of food. I wasn't tracking how much weight I was gaining, but basically I would eat everything that I saw, and I was basically hoping that it was making me gain muscle, and overall, I was hoping I was getting bigger from it. So for the next few months of me doing that, I noticed I was getting really strong in the gym, and I decided to take a progress picture. So when I did it before and after. So I took a picture when I was really skinny, and I took a picture about 5 or 6 months later. I looked bigger, I got stronger. However, I noticed I got fatter, like I looked puffier. So for some people, they say that's a good thing, like you're getting size. But now that I have as much experience as I do now, when I look back at that, I didn't look necessarily better. I just got fatter, in my opinion. That's because I was eating too much food. There's a myth that people say that skinny guys should eat a ton of fucking food just so they can gain weight. But there's a threshold to that. When you start eating a lot of food, and you're getting really strong in the gym, and you're noticing that you're gaining a lot of weight, that's not necessarily a good thing. The whole point of me getting into the gym and start strength training was because I wanted to look better. I wanted to look stronger, and I just wanted to look like bigger, like just more muscular. So me looking fatter, at that time I was coping. I was saying like, oh, I looked good, but in reality, now I'm looking back, I truly don't think I looked any better than me when I was skinny. So what's the point of this? When you are starting out, if you're a really skinny guy trying to build muscle, I recommend you do the lean bulk approach. What that means is, instead of you just eating everything that you see, we have to have a little strategy behind this. You want to be in a slight caloric surplus, meaning that you're just going to be gaining a little bit of weight per week. That's all. You're going to be trying to be gaining around half a pound per week. So I didn't track how much weight I was gaining at that time. I wish I did, because I didn't know like how nutrition and muscle building worked as well. So what I wished I knew was I tracked how much weight I was gaining, and I did the lean bulk approach. People think that when you're just slowly gaining weight, you're not gaining as much muscle, but that's the furthest from the truth. There's a threshold the body has to gain muscle, okay? So meaning that once you reach the certain amount of weight that you're gaining per week, any more food that you eat and any more weight that you gain past that threshold is just gonna be excess body fat. So the key threshold that I found, like the little sweet spot for you to gain as much muscle as possible while gaining as little fat as possible, is around 150 to 250 caloric surplus, meaning you're just eating 100 to 200 more calories than you burn every single day. That's it. That's all you have to do. And when you notice the weight is slowly going up and you're getting stronger in the gym, you're gonna notice that you're gonna be building size, but you're looking lean. You're looking good. So I see so many videos of people chugging chocolate milk, eating cake, and all of that shit. And then a few months later, they do like an after picture, and they look really upset because they look bloated, they look fat. That's because they were dirty bulking, and that was the mistake that I made. And I highly advise other people that are skinny and other men that are skinny not to do that. So first point that I wish I knew is do a lean bulk rather than a dirty bulk. So again, what you're gonna do to do a lean bulk is, this depends on how active you are throughout the day. So I'll give you like a basic formula you could follow. So let's say you're working out 3 days per week, okay? What I want you to do is you're gonna multiply your body weight by 16, and whatever number you get, you're gonna eat that amount of calories, and just make sure you have a high protein macros as well as you're doing this. But eat that number, and you're gonna track your weight for a week. That's all you're gonna do. And your goal again is to gain around maybe like half a pound a week, and you're golden, and you're gonna be following that for a few months on your bulk, okay? But if you're someone that works out 4 to 5 days a week, multiply your body weight by 17 to 18, and whatever number you get, eat that amount of calories. Now, it won't be perfect. You won't get the exact number, so you have to test it with your body and see what works for you and see what doesn't work for you. If you notice that you're eating that number and you're gaining way too much weight, then lower those calories by 100 and try that for another week. If you're getting nothing, then up it by another 100 calories and try that for another week or two and see how your body responds, okay? So that's the first point. Now, the second point, it's gonna follow up with the first one, is once you're bulking and you're gaining weight, you're getting half a pound a week, do not go over 15% body fat. This is the second thing I wish I knew. When your body fat rises, it becomes harder and harder to build muscle, as just how the human body works, okay? So what I found is the key to building muscle and the key to like having the best muscle like building ratio with body fat is around 10 to 15%. So if you're bulking and you're around the 10 to 15% mark, you're fine. But once you hit 15% body fat, I want you to cut back down to 10 to 12% body fat. One, you will look lean year round. That is the one thing. You look amazing. And two, it's just the best body, like the best threshold for you to build muscle. When I was, again, dirty bulking, actually 2 years ago, I let myself go because I didn't really track my body fat. I was at 17% body fat. And again, when I looked in the mirror, I had a lot of size on me, but I wasn't lean. I didn't like look necessarily good. And it took me a fucking long time to get back down to 10%. And I honestly did not like the process of cutting. It was so annoying, and it took a long time to get back down, all the way down to 10%. So for you to save time and for you not to cut as long, because if you're cutting, you're not gonna be eating as much food, do your best to stick around the 15% body fat mark. And once you notice you hit that, go back down to 10 to 12% before you start bulking again, okay? Like I said, we're doing this so we can look our best. We can just look good. We can just gain muscle. We're not doing this necessarily to look worse. And again, the best body build or the best like threshold to build muscle is going to be around the 10 to 15% mark, okay? So once you hit around 10 to 12% body fat, continue your bulk. Keep going. And once you hit around like 15%, go back down to 10 to 12%, and you can bulk again for another like 5-6 months, all right? So don't let yourself go. Don't let your body go. Don't get too much fat as you're doing this. Again, it'll make cutting so much harder, and it'll make losing fat, again, really fucking painful and annoying to do. So that's the second point. Now, the third one. I don't see many people talk about this, and I think this was one of the biggest mistakes that I've made when I was younger, and I wish I didn't do it, but now I'm glad I did because I learned from it. Tell you a quick story. I was 19 years old. I had a workout routine that was working really well for me. Like I was gaining good size. I was doing well with it. I actually loved doing it. Now, the mistake that I made is I would go on Instagram, I would go on YouTube, and I'm not going to say who this person was, but all the marketing, he claimed that this person's workout routine was the most perfect workout routine for you to build muscle. It was quote unquote the best workout routine to build muscle. And I believed it. I'm like, let me just try this for maybe a year or two and see how it works for me. Maybe this is gonna be better than my workout routine. When I was doing that in the gym, I fucking hated it. I hated the exercises, I hated the rep ranges, I hated the routine. But the thing is, I still did it because I still thought it was the best workout routine. A year later, when I did the before and after picture, I looked worse. I got skinnier, I lost muscle, and it's because one, I hated doing the exercises, so I half-assed everything, and two, I wasn't looking forward to doing it, and I skipped some days because of me just not fucking doing, just me dreading the process of it. I'm gonna make this clear with you right now. And then let me tell you right now, I went back to my old workout routine and I still like do what I've been doing a few years ago, like even today. It's still the same, I've changed a few things up, but it's the same principles and the same routine in some sort of way. So let me tell you this right now. If you found a routine that works really well for you and you love the exercises, you love the workout program, and like it's just, you look forward to doing it, stop changing the routine. There is no such thing as a perfect workout routine. Do not let the marketing, don't let the marketing shit like ingrain into you that there's some sort of like key workout routine that'll get you to build muscle as fucking fast as possible, because it doesn't exist, okay? If you're lifting heavy, number one, that's one key principle, you're lifting heavy, you're doing exercises that you love doing and that are effective, and you love the routine in general, you love the 3 or 4 day routine you're doing, stick with it long term. It's about the consistency of the program that's going to give you the best results in the long term. There is no such thing as a perfect workout routine, and if you're doing something that you don't fucking like doing, you may be hurting yourself in the long run because one, you won't enjoy it. What's the point of working out, and what's the point of doing an exercise that you don't even like to do? And two, you may be just losing results because of it. Because you may be half-assing it. You may be not going a full 100%. And you just having a bad attitude towards a workout routine is just not good for you in general. So find a fucking routine that you like to do, that by the way, no one else, like, it's all on you. You like it, no matter what anyone else thinks, and stick with that, okay? And once you found that, you're golden. You're gonna be doing a lean bulk. You're gonna be gaining a little bit of weight per week. You're not gonna let yourself go over 15% body fat, and you're doing a fucking routine that you like. If I were to talk to myself if I was a teenager again, if he was right in front of me and he's trying to gain weight and he was really skinny, these are by far the 3 most important things I would tell him, because if he knew that back then, I would be way further along in my journey. But again, I'm glad I made those mistakes, because now I am where I am now because of it. And now I have a body that I love. Now gaining weight is not that hard for me. It's pretty fucking easy. And overall, the routine and the lifestyle I have when it comes to exercising is fun. So I hope you took something out of this video. If you want more specifics on anything that I was teaching here, maybe it's like what type of workout routine that you should do, like maybe it's like finding the one that's right for you, or whatever it's about nutrition, put it in the comments. I'll answer them all below. But thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna make more content like this. My whole channel is about just making you a better person overall, whether it comes with fitness, communication, energy, whatever it is. So if that's something that you like to listen to, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.